Valió.
Alright everyone, straight to the point. It's a basic video. I'm only going to show you how to make the easiest fishing knot in the world. I learned this back in the days. My dad and mom taught me when I was only 10 years old. Make sure you stay tuned. Alright everyone, I'm going to keep it simple here. I was fishing here for a few now and I kept getting stuck. Yep. So I got tired. I'm gonna go to my roots, to the main setup my mom used to do when I first came to Miami. It's similar to a chicken rig, but I call this one more the Googan rig. It's the easiest and the cheapest setup you can possibly do to fish in different areas, especially rocky areas. Just keep it simple. So what I'm doing here, I'm using a little J hook. As you can see, I'm using a J hook. I'm making a little loop, and I'm leaving about 2 feet away from the weight. Once I have it set where I want it, I'm gonna do another loop. Basically keep it tight right there. Once it's nice and tight, I'm gonna make an extra little loop just so you can have a little space. Let me show you here. Now I'm bringing up the weight, a little sinker. Maybe you can use an ounce and a half, 2 ounces at most, and then you just tie it up. Look how nice and simple it is. This is the first setup I used to do back in the days when I used to fish with my mom and dad. Rest in peace to my dad. He actually passed away last week, Friday. In case you guys didn't know, fishing started because of them. I came to the United States in '97. I used to fish the famous South Point Pier, which actually changed now. Fishing is not that great there anymore, not like back in the days. Well, hey, at least I kept this in my arsenal, just in case, I just want to keep it nice and simple. I use this rig. Check it out. The weight in the bottom, the hook in the middle, just hanging out. There you have it. Now let's see how it does. Check it out.
Oh, pulled it off. Go again.
Alright everyone, now get ready to see the results. So you already saw what I did. I went and did the little loop. That is basically nothing crazy. Anybody can do. It's super simple. Now you decide what bait you want to use. Back in the days, my mom and dad, they used to love fishing with a lot of squid, so that can be your option. But right here you can see I'm using shrimp. That is all up to you, bait of preference. So now stay tuned and see the results.
Valió. whoa. Come on. The Bermuda choke, people. Bermuda choke. You see, there you have it. And that's with the Googan knot. The cheapest knot you can possibly do. Trust me, you don't want this. You don't want this. It's too big for you. You want this fish, brother? A Bermuda choke. You see, people, how effective it is? Simple. Tiny little weight in the bottom. Don't worry about the knot. And over here, a nice little J hook. Simple. You don't gotta be fancy with the knot. I learned this knot back in 1997. Maybe the first knot my mom ever did for me. There it is. Let's go.
So in case you guys missed it the first time, I slowed down the video and now I'm gonna explain you step by step, very slowly, so you can keep it in mind for the next time you go fishing, especially when you go fishing with family. The reason why I say that is because sometimes you go with family, it gets stuck, so you have to be doing the line over and over and over, and you don't want to be going through that. It takes a lot of time. So if you want to do it like this, the simple way, the Googan way, this is the way to go. So remember, the first step, pick up a hook of preference. Right here I'm using a J hook. I would say it's probably a size 2. It all depends, you know, if there's big fish, small fish. I usually stick to the 2 or the 3. Then from there, what you want to do is bring it up towards like 2 to 3 feet. So you can have like a nice little distance from the hook to the weight. Then you go and make a loop. That's what I'm aiming for here. Simple loop. There it is. Once you have it set, you come around, get like 2 inches away, and do another loop. There it goes. Nice and simple. So what I'm going for now is the second and final loop from the one that I just did. The reason for this loop is so I can finally secure it where I want it exactly. See it? Now it's just dangling from there. It looks nice and free. Now for the last step, just pick up a nice little weight. It's up to you. Weight of preference, you know, you can put a nice little circle hook, or as you can see here, I'm looking for an egg sinker. It's more convenient, it's easier, it just falls better. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much easy. You don't have to go crazy, you don't have to go fancy. I know there's some really good knots out there. This one is kind of similar to the chicken rig, you know, just a little easier. Always to keep in mind, if you're fishing like a local bay or something where there's small fish, I highly recommend it. If it's really rocky, I highly recommend it. Just for, you know, the kids and family to have fun. Very simple and very effective. There you have it. Nice little weight. You give about 3-4 feet of distance from the hook. That's it. Just put the bait of preference. Squid, shrimp, sardine, a little piece. It's up to you. Simple as that. Keep in mind this video is dedicated to my father, who passed away recently, May 10th this year. Thank you, Papa. Love you forever. Dedicado para mi viejo. Te amo, papá.